All right, we're in our final stages. Last video, we're going to take our project and we're going to burn it to a disk of some sort. So here we are. We've made our menu. We've got our two connections. One is the chapter marker. Let me just go through the question sets here real quick. We got number 2. What does the chapter marker do? We did that. We got 4. We got 5, direct burn. First play object we've done. How do you link a button to a specific chapter? Keep in mind we drag the timeline over the button, and then we change the link down here to the chapter marker that we had set in Premiere. Very important you set those chapter markers in Premiere, because if you miss that, you're messed up. And then we did number 8 and number 9 and kind of 1 kind of go hand in hand, so I'll answer that real quick. So we're ready to burn. I slide over here to the build menu. And I've got all kinds of options here in the build menu. We're ready to burn our disk. It comes up with the recorder and write speed. We are currently set up in format. The format we're looking to do is a DVD. If I click on that, this gives you kind of the answer to number 1, believe it or not. You can create 3 different types of movie formats here. You can create a DVD, which I've talked about. You can create a Blu-ray disc, which is an HD format. In order to create a Blu-ray disc, however, they don't tell you this. The things you need, number 9, the things you need to create a Blu-ray disc are a special Blu-ray burner. They're not the same as what's coming out these days in these laptops and desktops. Blu-ray burners are way more expensive. They're like $300-400 just for the burner itself. And then you also need a special Blu-ray blank disc. So similar to what I was showing you before with a DVD plus R, they have Blu-ray plus R, Blu-ray minus R. And all they are is a higher volume or a higher format disc. They hold more information. When you're recording HD, and this is where everything's going, everybody's recording HD these days. When you're recording HD, the trick is to be able to get that HD quality onto the TV or the final viewing surface. So that's where Blu-ray plays a huge important part in all of this. So Blu-ray is very important. And then the last option you have, which I'm going to actually show you how to do, is Flash. Flash allows you to create a Flash video that you can use on a web page at some other point in time. So that'll be interesting. I've never done that, so we'll see how all that comes out. So in any case, I am going to change my build to Flash. Keep in mind, if you were going to do yours, you would do a DVD. And then it's going to ask me, okay, where do you want to put this Flash movie once it's all said and done? I'm going to click Browse, and I'm just going to pop mine on the desktop, to be honest with you. I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it Bike Race. I click OK. So I'm good to go there. I am all set. I'm going to push up the quality to high. You can do ultra. God knows, I have no idea what ultra is compared to high. We are going to name this Untitled Project Bike Race, as we've been naming it all along. You notice we have to rename quite a bit. And that's not a big deal. We just make sure we've got all that. I've got a check project, which basically will run me through the burn process without actually burning the Flash. But you know, it's good to go when I'm talking about a Flash project. That's not a big deal. I go ahead once I've got all my settings going. I click on Build. It's going to ask you to save the project again. I am going to save it as BR. Let's just say that goes in my Documents folder. And actually, it doesn't. For some reason, it didn't rename my folder. So it's asking me. It's basically saying the new folder did not get created. Do you want to create it? I'll say yes. And there you go, rendering the menus. And this is all creating it in Flash. If you burned it to DVD, you would actually see. You would actually see a couple of other commands burning it to the DVD, and then it would go ahead like this process would be burning it to the DVD. And I'll come back and open up the Flash file, and we'll see where that goes. All right, we're back, and it's done. I click on OK, and I can we'll get Premiere and Encore out, and I go to my desktop. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I've got Bike Race, and then I got index.html. Let's see if this looks like. So it's going to load up the Bike Race. There is my window, and then I move over each chapter, and I can click, and it starts to move it from where it is. And this is a cool little Flash player right here. I can go back to the main menu. Yeah, that happened to me last time too. beginning of the movie tends to freeze, but this will give you a good indication of what the movie will play as in terms of flash. So, there we go. We are done. See you in a bit.